What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. General G here. Welcome back to Dawn of Man, where this episode we are going to be finishing up the Bronze Age. We have 5 more knowledge points that we need to gather before we can unlock Brewing, and then another 25 knowledge points before we can get to the Iron Age. So we're going to see how quickly we can do this, because it takes a while here. Let's see, where are we exhausted are? So we're gathering plenty of stone. Let's make sure we have our other areas here that we can gather stone from. We have one here. One there, and this one is exhausted. So we'll look around and see if there's any more stone close by. Where there is, right here. Relatively close to home. Go ahead and put that one there. Alright, so this last time we got our Guardians of the Gate up. So we have one statue at each gate, which I think looks pretty cool. And we finished our rock wall all the way around, and we were working on doubling it up. So we have a double rock wall. Our weak points will definitely be our gates, but we will replace those with reinforced gates when we unlock that in the Iron Age. So we have right here reinforced fortifications. So we'll be able to build reinforced gates, reinforced platforms, and guard towers. So these are watchtowers. The other ones will be guard towers, and hopefully they will be better suited to defend, because they get knocked down pretty easily, I'll have to say. And we are upgrading the walls on the inside here. We are changing the wooden palisade to rock. Hopefully they can get access to all of these points. It looks like they are able to. And we have our population up high enough where we could fit 9 more people here. But we're able to harvest our crops and continue doing some of this work at the same time. So that's good. Is there... See, this is my concern here. Well, they were able to take it down. Hopefully they're able to put it up. Give us a little bit more security here. And we fit our little totem tucked away back in here. Maybe we'll fit something else there, who knows. And we'll get our huts upgraded, but for now, our population, we could fit 55. We're only at 47, so we'll just hang tight on that. Well, we have some diseased crops, but that's to be expected. And this one they are upgrading right now to a stone stables. And due to the straw factor, I think that we will just leave it at these 2 and probably maybe disassemble this one just so we don't have to worry about requirements for upkeep, but we shall see. So let's see here. Make sure we have plenty of linen and plenty of wool, and we need that linen to make composite bows, which we are doing right now. And we have plenty of sticks, so this should be something that's getting done eventually. And let's go ahead and make some more bronze items here. We have 18 swords and 8 shields. Part of the problem, don't have enough space for our animals. Well, we're getting there. Part of the problem is that it takes leather to make these shields. And we have some, so we're going to go ahead and do it. But, oh, we also have leather armor here, so we'll go ahead and make a couple of those. And looks like they are able to fit back here. Hopefully they'll be able to do this and we won't have to move all these things. We already had to do that out here, so who knows? We're going to find out. So we moved. That cart's almost garbage. What do we have for carts? Let's see, we have 3. And we have the leather, so let's go ahead and make one more. And we have 2 plows to help. Do we have enough? We have 4 cows and 1 donkey. So we have enough to pull 4 plows. How many plows do we have? We have 2. Let's make 2 more to make it an even 4. And I'm not sure. Let's see. Carts can only be pulled by donkeys and horses. Currently, we only have 1 donkey and 0 horses, so we should probably look around to see if we could find another donkey or a horse to capture, just to utilize our carts and the movement of resources in an effective manner. There's a wolf out there. We have lots of stuff going on right now. We have all of our harvesting going on, so I don't want to overburden, because typically we end up missing crops if we do that. So we have horses over here. Well, we have some animals that we can use over there when the time comes, so we'll just let everybody harvest the crops for now. That one is being harvested. That one is also being harvested. Go ahead and get these ones here just for the straw. Really, because we have plenty of grain right now. Alright. Carts are wearing out rather rapidly. Let's see if they get any of this stuff going. Almost made it in. Not enough space, but we will very soon have enough space. So. Problem solved. So, how many animals do we have? Let's see. We have 18, 22, and 23, and 5 pigs, so 28. And we have, what, 15? So we have 30. We have enough space for the animals that we have. And if we get that other donkey, did we get him? Not yet. Make sure that's even on task still. Yes, it is. So we'll be up to 29, and then we'll gather. We'll capture 1 more horse or something and max out our. We still have this old stable there, but all right. This guy has high commission. We don't really like to. I don't like to trade with those guys when they have high commission. But we'll go ahead and take the extra stuff here. We can make all this stuff ourselves, so we don't need to worry about that. 12? Well, let's just give him some grain back. That's the surplus of grain. I guess we could probably keep our grain and get rid of some of these bows here, these older bows. If we can get this evened out. Okay. Keep our animals in food for the winter time, and looks like this did not get planted this last year, but that's okay. We are still sitting over 100 on straw, and I think that will be enough. So we had another old guy die here. He had a nice looking round shield, and let's make sure we're not. So we have some room left in our burial chambers. Good. So they can come here and mourn and recover some happiness or recover their morale. They also have a totem here, but they can do the same thing. So, was this one? Yes, that one's getting harvested. Let's go ahead and grab these 2 trees out here, the trusty chestnut trees that we've been gathering since, the beginning of time. We have plenty of logs, plenty of sticks. We have fish now. And bread and milk and cheese. Everything is looking pretty well. Only thing is, looks like our copper mine ran out. So we need to maybe go to this one. And we'll make another copper mine there. Let's see. For production, not production, it's metallurgy. And a tin mine, a copper mine, we'll go ahead and get that one. I prioritize that so that way it gets done. And what else do we have around here? We have a tin mine here. We have plenty of iron for the Iron Age. That's going to be super handy. We have an adult wolf out there that died. We're going to go ahead and harvest that. And let's see. We needed another donkey for our carts that are falling apart here. So let's look around. See if there's anybody close by. Bunch of deer. This one is already... Nobody has gone to capture that one, but we're going to try to capture both. And it looks like they're going away. So, if that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. We have some out here that we can use as well. Are we able to build these rock walls? Yes. See, they're able to shimmy inside of the rock wall, which that's fine. We've also noticed that they're able to walk through walls when they need to. So let's go ahead and find Ed. Is anybody going to capture the donkeys? Where did they go? Okay, they're not too far off. Let's see if anybody heads out that direction. We also want to go try to bring in some megaliths, probably, so we can build the cairn, I think is what it's called, whenever we get to that point. We need this, the complex megaliths, to unlock the cairn. And we will put up some banners and stuff, probably by our guardians at our gates. And make our city look amazing. Are we still working on these ones? This one. Let's see if we do. We make this. Well, we have no stone. That's probably part of the problem. So let's go ahead and make another area here where we can collect stone. Make sure there's nothing outlying here. It's just a shortage of stone. Make sure it's not a shortage of picks here. Plenty of axes, plenty of sickles. We'll go ahead and make a few more just so that the crops are able to be harvested. And we are going to make flint picks because, in all honesty, we want to use our bronze for swords. Let's make 4 more. We have 8 shields. The shields have not been made yet. We need this high priority. Although now everybody is going to be out planting in the fields, including Bessie here, our old female cow. Okay. So that guy had the plow and then went straight to hand, so not a good way to utilize that. You can upgrade society, but sometimes you can't upgrade old ways. So did we get this? So see how this is not being done. Some of our people have no warm clothing. That's because we have not made this a priority. Everything's a priority, everything. So they've made a lot of bows, that's awesome. We really want to get rid of the old bows, the old style, and go straight to the composite bows because they're better for defense and probably for hunting as well. Oh, just for hunting. Well, I'm assuming when we hunt raiders, it'll be the same. So, can I reach this right here? Wish there was a way I could look right over the top, but there isn't. Or net, like, there. Let's go ahead and place these as high priority. I just want to make sure that they can get back there. This one right there. There we go. And again, another one back here. Just out of sight, not the guard tower. We want the wall. Oh well. Are we making warm clothing? Not yet, but we're still planting, so I'm assuming we will get there. Everything looking pretty good. We were trying to get through the Bronze Age last episode, but it was just taking too long. And let's face it, a 3-hour video is a long video to watch. So we're trying to break it up a little bit here to where we can maybe do this in the next 2 episodes. We will definitely finish this and get to the Iron Age today. Not sure how many these things we will get unlocked, because if these are 10, I'm assuming these are all 15, and it will be more difficult. So we have our shields being made. We have 10 and swords and all that stuff, so that should help our people to be able to defend themselves better against the raiders. And which they have been pretty frequent, but they're not super difficult yet. They probably will get more difficult, but we are also playing on normal, so because we are playing on normal, it's not as difficult. I wanted to have fun playing through this and not be hung by the raiders and have our civilization just falter. But if you want a challenge and you want to try this out, you can definitely go in here and adjust the difficulty level and make it much more difficult, to where those raiders, when they come, they will just destroy. Okay, so looks like we got one of those done. They will destroy your town and everyone you love. Okay. So we're going to... What are we working on here? Okay, we have the plows and carts going. Did we ever get our donkeys? The task is no longer here. Let's see. We got at least one. We have one more than we did. Maybe we had one that died. I'm not sure. Maybe we had one that escaped. There is somebody going to get a log. By swimming across the lake in the middle of winter, when it is 26 degrees Fahrenheit, a wise decision being made there. Let's see. Do we have a donkey or a horse that we could capture to pull our extra cart? There's one. We're going to go ahead and capture the wild horse. Horses are honestly probably the better way to go, because we can use those for plows or for carts. So, in all honesty, we'll probably just stop capturing the donkeys. Okay, so we still have brewing. That's still high, so we're not going to do that. We say no to that kind of nonsense. We'll get a little extra wool. We can turn that into cloth. Get rid of these bones. Oh, get rid of these bone harpoons, since we really don't have any use for them anymore. Definitely get rid of some of these bows. And some extra grain that we have. Old Bessie here. Cart is no longer usable. Correct, but we have a backup sitting right here. And we have a, let's just call this a Bronze Era model. Model B? I don't know. Not Model T, it's a Model B. Survived the winter. We are almost to where we can unlock brewing. And we have barley. This is all rye, or some of this is rye. We are definitely going to need more. This is rye as well. We're going to go ahead and do, I'm not sure if it just takes grain in general, or if it takes just rye to brew, but we're going to figure that out. Okay, it appears that these, they don't fit back there. So, let's go ahead and put a weaver right here. We're going to build that one, take that one down. Because we need access back here. Probably need to make another cheese maker here. Not enough warm clothing. Well, they made it through so far, so we have 12 shields. Let's try to keep our shields and swords the same. And we have 2 leather. We're going to go ahead and make more armor, but we definitely need to continually make leather. Since we really have no use for these anymore, we're going to go ahead and use these. How many do we have? 5. We're going to turn those into bows, and then we're going to sell them. This is why. Cannot take that away. Oh well. Hopefully we can get the crops planted here. Have a pup that passed. Okay, looks like Bessie's doing her best work out there. Okay, no warm clothing. It's not for lack of cloth. We just don't have people that are making cloth. Oh, we have. Oh man! Right as we were getting the cows in action here. Ooh, 3 plows going. Good job, everybody. We have 4 plows technically, and let's see if we could. We have 3 cows, 2 horses. We could be pulling that with another horse, but they are not, and that's okay. Okay, it looks like we got all of our crops planted for the year. Good job, everybody. We're doing amazing. Plenty of wool. We made it through the winter. Looks like what we have now, we use about 70 with the amount of animals that we have. So we need to keep that in mind as we progress. We have our copper mine built. Good. We are continuously making bronze. Looks like we're waiting on copper. This one is built, so we are going to increase the... We'll probably end up putting something back over here, maybe the brewmaster, whatever it is. But we're going to get rid of that so we can upgrade the walls and try to keep things away from the walls, because if a attack happens and they break our wall down, well, we won't be able to repair it, which we're probably going to regret building these things back over here. What I'll probably do in the future, if we do have to build stuff outside, is move it just a little bit further away. Okay. How are we doing on logs? Logs and sticks look good. We have this turned off now, so we should be running out of those. We are trying to use the remainder. Everything here upgraded takes leather or linen. So we're just using the last skins that we have to... let's make this a priority, people. We need leather. We are making armor. Hopefully, that stuff is automatically, so whenever a raider attack happens, hopefully they will go in there and automatically throw that on. Whether they run around with leather armor on or not while they're doing their daily activities, I don't know. So we have these set. Disease, of course. It would appear that our crops are becoming more and more diseased, but that might also be the game trying to make it slightly more difficult for us as we advance through the ages. Which we're doing rapidly and very well, I might add. Although I'm pretty sure we did not get a knowledge point for winter. Maybe we did, and I didn't notice. Let's go ahead and gather those. We have enough cows and enough horses. Everything is being done. Let's see. We have 2 horses and 1 donkey and 2 carts. So we need 1 more cart. And we have 3 cows, 2 horses, and 4 plows. So we could use another plow, but we'll just let it ride for a little bit. This one is not done yet, but is getting there soon. So at this rate, I mean, we may as well just take this one down. Trader, let's see, what do you have? Low. Alright, well, I wish they would bring more stuff to sell when they were low, but plenty of bones. We don't need these anymore unless we were going to be... Don't want to sell those. We definitely... I mean, we don't need to sell these, but it's worthwhile too. Linen cloth, we don't need any of that. Let's just get it to 20. Oops. Put one back, call it good. And we are back to 7 stone. Don't have very many people working on that. That's okay. We'll work on this slowly. See if that crafter is going to pose a problem. So, where was this person going? To get bread. Okay. So we are deconstructing here. This one was built, so we're just going to remove these to see if they can get back there. And they probably can, but it would be more beneficial to put up a platform right here, just because. For defensive reasons. Okay. Go ahead and get that section done. Maybe if we come up here, we'll just get a few. We don't want to overdo it here, but we're just going to have to, so. It is what it is. Are those the diseased lentils? Maybe so. Brutal. So, what was our limit for pigs? Maybe we should check that. Because we don't want to... Yep. We have not set a limit for pigs. I think we're going to go ahead and set that to 5. I'm not even sure what the pigs do. Set those to 5 because we don't want to have all of our straw be eaten. It's almost summer, almost fall. You go ahead and upgrade another hut. Keep everything moving. Everybody's sad because the workload is high. But such is life in the village. So these are being completed now, as you can see. And I know we just moved the crafter over there on the last one, but we're going to go ahead and move him again because it appears that it would appear that they cannot get behind this crafter. So apparently they can get behind these, no problem, but it's just getting behind the crafter or the buildings that are there that seem to pose a problem, with the exception of this one. Okay, so we're definitely expecting a raider attack. Why aren't we making leather? I guess we are, some. Maybe we're using it all for carts. Alright, we got a bronze era, or a bronze model there. And let's go ahead, we have 12 shields, 22, so we're going to go ahead and make another set of shields. I think doing one. So we have plenty of population. And there's our knowledge points. We have gained those. So let's go ahead and unlock brewing, since that's what we need to do. Brewing unlocked. Where do we want to build that? How are we doing on picks? I see that we're still trying to make them here, but that might be because we don't have any flint. Maybe we should build a flint mine. Probably. Go ahead and do that just to keep our supplies up. Get that to high priority. And I believe, as we dismantle the walls and upgrade, that we're gaining logs back, I believe. I could be wrong, but everything's looking pretty good, so you can tell, since we are upgrading our walls, we're at least protected by this outer layer while we're upgrading the inner layer. And then we'll have a dual layer Well, the trader's not going to have anything as far as knowledge goes for the next however long. Average. Go ahead and keep getting this stuff here. We can turn that into different things. Bones we really don't have a use for anymore. And we are going to sell some of these. There we go. So this is continually making cheese. This is all completed. And let's go ahead and make another defensive platform. Right here, so we can continually fire volleys over the... That's a good spot for one of those right there too. To fire volleys of arrows over the walls at the enemy when they come. Alright, so our crops are growing. We are gaining straw. Where are we at? 65. Go ahead and gather those. Go ahead and gather that. That's already being done. Being done, and we unlock brewing, so we want to see where we might be able to place the brewmaster. Let's see. For production, we have brewery. And I think we're going to be kind of leaving this open. So I don't think we have too many more things we need to do. We have watermill, which we won't be able to use since we're not on a river. And ovens, which we can replace some of the campfires with those things. Metallurgy, these things are going to be outside. A blacksmith will probably be one of the last buildings we build, maybe right here. And these things will go outside as well. We'll put banners at the gates, put a cairn out here, and that is almost it, other than the Stattle granary, which we will replace these with the Stattles when the time comes. Let's see what we have here. Alright. And we will just let this ride. Slowly but surely making progress. Okay. How are we doing here? Let's see. This, we need to just go ahead and... Oh, well, we got rid of our skins, remember that? So, let's make one, so we can finish this crafter. Recycle this one. And anticipate raiders at any point in time. Maybe we'll get these crops harvested. We need 3 more, 4 more. Looks like we're all doing pretty well here. We're getting the walls up, and we're... Did they upgrade this hut? Nope, we still need items here. So, luckily... Well, no, not luckily for those 4 people that are out of a house. We have logs, we have sticks, we have straw, we have everything that we need for those things. So there's no reason really why that shouldn't be getting done. So the rock wall is still not completed, but it's because this needs to come down. We have some things that we need to do. So we're getting here on the hut. And we're getting here on the crops as well. Alright, we have 2 of 25 knowledge points. This is going to take us a while. Hopefully that gets done soon, but we want the huts done sooner than that, so hopefully that gets done and we'll get the huts back up and then we'll wait. Well, by the time they get done, winter will be over, so all the crops being planted with our plows. Still have a full workforce out here working by hand, but we have our cattle out here helping us out. I guess we're just idle, wandering around. We need one more stone here. Anytime, any day, soon. Let's see if we can't put 2 people in this and get a few more stones coming in. So we might be able to... Okay, so we have the 1 skin here that we need for this, so let's go ahead and get that done. We want to go ahead and deconstruct that. And construction has not even started on this one, or this one, so it's just taking a little bit of time. Trader Joe is back with high prices, of course, and we can definitely take some of these things and we'll sell them back to him. Well, let's see if we can even the scale here. Give him some grain. We'll call that good. So we're getting going on the crafter. Take this one down, we'll finish that section of wall, and then we should be in the clear all the way around here. Should be, although this section's not done yet either. But it seems to be more of a lack of stone. We have not very many picks. And some bronze, so we're going to go ahead and make 4 more of those. We have 8 leather. So we're going to continue with our defensive stuff here to get ready for the raider attack, which should be happening at any point in time, I would imagine, because they haven't been around for a little while. I think they came right at the end of last episode, and we haven't seen them since. So we have some logs. Let's go ahead and get these done. We're almost done planting crops, but not quite. So hopefully we get to that. The hut is going up right at the end of winter. Hopefully the people that were out of the house were able to find somewhere warm to sleep. And nobody is interested in planting these crops. So we might be out 3 this year, which is kind of interesting because there's just not that much going on. Maybe we have a lot of children. That might be it as well. So children can't work as hard as the adults. They can't get out here and plant the crops. And if the adults are busy working on other things, it makes sense. So this crafter's done. This one should be coming down at any point in time here. Got that one up. This platform. It would seem that we're looking pretty good as far as... Don't need those. As far as all this stuff goes, how are we doing on fishing items? We have some fish traps, some fishing rods. Those we can also sell. Plenty of linen. So we'll make a few more composite bows. And then we can sell off the ones that we don't use. So hopefully we get around to doing the crops soon. What is everybody doing? So we're grinding flour. Doing everything but crops. Workload is too high. Yeah. There you go. We got a cow sitting here that's been sitting here waiting. I heard a pup die here. We have a cow that's been sitting here waiting for waiting to be used, and it's still just sitting here. So So we're right in the middle of planting all these crops. I'm assuming the raiders will show up any time, just to mess with our production lines. Of course, we have everything set to priority, so... does this need to be top priority? Probably not. Does this? At this point in time, no. So let's go ahead and drop the priority on some of these things to hopefully alleviate some of the pressure. Okay, well, we built a brewer, and he's literally just a hole in the wall here. So beer takes a grain and water. So apparently we don't just need rye, we just need grain, which we have plenty of, and plenty of water. So we are brewing our first beer. That looks like a mighty fine draft there. A little bit of suds on top. Excellent. Hopefully that will help with our morale. Okay, let's see. We're getting later on in spring here, and we're still not completely cropped here. Hopefully we get more people out here messing with this stuff. We built, okay, we have 4 more people join. Now we're topped. Hopefully we can get more people out here to finish these crops. When you do the rock walls and you do all these extra things that we have, like milking the goats and shearing the sheep and building the rock wall especially, those things take time. They take time away from the things that we need to do. But we're pretty close to being evened out here because we're really close to, it looks like our one of our Bronze era models ended up crapping out here. We have 3 and 3, so okay, we don't have a limit on cows. That's what we need to do that because they are reproducing. So let's keep those at 5. And let's keep these at 3. Horses, I don't know if they'll reproduce, but we need to keep those low as well. How many do we have? We have 2. Let's keep it at 2. We won't. Our donkeys won't have a problem. We only have 1, so they won't reproduce. We have 18 shields. Try to get that number up to 24, and then we'll build a couple more swords. We have plenty of bronze. We have copper coming in again, so we are doing well. And it looks like we got the crops done. Barely. So now just in time for harvest over here. That's why it's try to do some of these rock walls in the wintertime, but then they're planting in the wintertime. So there's really not an ideal time to do any of that. Get the old trusty pear trees here harvested. Sure beats having to go around and click on every little thing now that we're not, hunter-gatherer, we're not gatherers, we're kind of set up civilization here. So all that got completed. Let's go ahead and upgrade a couple more walls here. We'll do them probably one at a time now just to keep the workload low. And maybe we will upgrade a hut as well. We do need more picks, so let's go ahead and keep the crafter on high. And this one high as well, because we want those things done. Raiders, anywhere? I see a wolf, or... Go ahead and take advantage of the dead wildlife around here. Roadkill Cafe. Okay, adult bear. More bears. Looks like we're doing okay. Gathering all of our vegetables for the winter time to keep everybody healthy. Alright, we have acquired some beer, so that's good. Do we have our shields made here? Not quite yet, but we don't have, well, we have some leather. And we got our picks made, or at least a couple of them, so we should still, stone should be relatively easy. Trader Joe again here, or Trader Thurna. Not much. We'll do this just to keep from having to go do it ourselves, but... Got anything for one? Oh, of course. Keep your bread, we're good. We're gonna go ahead and... well, we still have some composite archery in the works here. We're gonna make a couple more. So we want swords, armor, shields, and bows for defense at all times. Okay, plow is no longer usable. We can go ahead and make another one of those. 3. Plenty of things to pull them with. And we are going with the upgrade on the house and the wall. There we go. So as we do this, we'll just continue to do a few sections at a time just to keep the workload low. To keep everybody happy. So that's done. Go ahead and do a couple more. And here come the raiders. Which way are we coming from? Okay, so they're... seem like they're increasing in number. Go ahead and get everybody in. You better get in. Oh no, that's a... I thought that was a kid down there. It's just a log. Okay, we definitely need some more towers here and some more platforms, because as you can see, what it seems like they do is they attack from our weak sides, which makes sense. So there's nothing really along this side. I sure hope everybody's utilizing shields and armor. And composite bows relatively. Let's do a quick glance around, make sure that everybody's inside. Madam, we really need you inside. Did she even make it in? Get him. Yes. So, blowing it up there with the swords, they already knocked down our... See, they have leather armor and all that stuff on, so we definitely at a disadvantage here. Yeah, you need to run too. No, you need to run here, you need to get up here. Okay, it would appear that we got most of them. Some of them are running away. We lost nobody in the fight. We almost lost this fella here. This guy running around like Conan the Barbarian. Okay. Well, go ahead and end that, open up all the gates, and get everything back going again. Good job, everybody. Good job. Go ahead and definitely make this a priority here. Okay. We have 5 goats, I believe. Nope, we have 10, so 5 of them contracted a disease, so if we lose some of them, you know. So, one thing I was considering as well was, let's go ahead and build another tower here. Or 2. We'll put another platform here and build another tower or 2. Just to really put defenses all the way around and keep the inside safe and secure. So we have, making sure we have all the stuff we need here. Plenty of swords and shields. We have some armor. Leather-wise, we are lacking. Again. Again. We have plenty of skins though, so let's just keep this up. Maybe we need to build another one. Because it would seem that the leather is definitely an important thing to maintain our society, which I guess if we think about it, even in today's society, we use leather for belts, for hats, for all kinds of different things. I mean, some people wear leather pants, but I mean, I don't. Let's see. Go ahead and continue on with this here. This little wall looks a little funky here. What is that? I guess it's kind of pulled out too. Alright, so we have our hut done here, so we can max up to 57. We're going to go ahead and do another one. And keep it moving right along here. This is looking really good though, really good. I'm really happy with all this. We have all of our stuff upgraded. I can't wait till we can get the Stattlestone and upgrade our granaries. It's gonna be really good. So, we have the tannin. I really feel like we're not gathering as much as we had in the past. So, we're going to go ahead and extend that out. Let's look around real quick and see, where do we have our collection? There's one. And I know there was one here. So we're collecting relatively close to home, but it doesn't seem like it's enough to keep up with the demands. So we want to go ahead and put another one out here. That way, come springtime, we can collect a little bit more. Crop's doing well, everybody's getting in on the harvest. Could definitely use a few more people at the harvest, but let's see, hopefully the trader has some good stuff to offer here. No straw. Average prices for an average Joe like Gorgal. You know, I really just don't need anything. I don't need anything, so. We have 26 swords, 26 composite bows, and we need a couple more shields just to keep those numbers even. Go ahead and up our leather armor to a few more, that way hopefully everybody will be able to. Go ahead and keep this at high. You know what? I have a bunch of bones I need to get rid of, so. No, we don't want that. Let's just go ahead and get rid of these. I mean, it's better than having them deteriorate. And these for... I guess we could turn those into bows. We don't really need to... How many do we have? 2? 49. Let's go ahead and get... I don't really want any of this stuff, but... Okay, we'll just sell one. We have 2 skins here. And I don't know why. Maybe that was just whatever was left over from here. So, that's not queued, so that should be good. Okay, it would appear that our walls are being deconstructed. Did we get the crops in? Just about. Good job. Amazing job, people. Do we want to get these ones? They already have, it would appear. Good job, everybody. Good. Wow, we're really starting to make some headway. So we're up to 100. I think that we dropped down to about that one. Okay, so we're doing good. We're really starting to prosper here, which makes me wonder how many after we get this completed here. So we're more than halfway done with our interior secondary wall. We want to continue to make leather. But we also want to continue to bring, at least get megaliths back home. I don't know how many we're going to need for that cairn. This was 6. The stone circle was 6. So I'm assuming that it's at least... Look at this guy. I'm assuming we'll need at least 6, if not 10, for the cairn, which is the massive burial site. Hopefully we can take this tree out or something right here and place it right here. That's my intention. So, we will see how that goes. Did we get the flint mine built? We did. And are we using it? Somewhat. Okay. We have plenty of picks and axes. Could use some more logs, so let's go ahead while the workload is low to continue to cut down some of these trees that are not needed. Okay, there we go. A lot of these are trees that we can use. These are not. Well, at least for tannin, we can use them for lumber. Okay, so since we're going to be chopping down trees, we have logs that we can haul in carts, and we have carts, so we could probably do another cart. We probably need to build another spot to park everything. So if we have 3 and 3, we can park 4 here. Let's go ahead and build another spot to park the cattle. And then we'll go ahead and put up another defensive tower here and here. Nice, everything looking pretty good here. Are we good on the upgrades here? Getting there. Get back to the... Yeah, get a move on there. Okay, so we are getting the rock wall done as well. We'll just leave it at that. We'll try to keep the workload relatively light because we are upgrading as well. Okay, which one was exhausted? Okay, that was just a small one. I was hoping we could clear this out so we can put that cairn here. We'll keep our funeral stuff right here. You know, that way it kind of, you know, whatever. Keep everything organized. Like our neighborhood and then our business sector and our farming sector and our, you know, it's all about organization. It's not all about that, but it definitely makes it easier. We got plenty of stone that we can get over here once this is exhausted. But we might be done with stone by then, so let's make this of high importance. And it probably still won't get done by next winter. So we have a well here. Maybe we will put another well over on this side once we get everything upgraded. We are continuing to brew beer. Hopefully that's making everybody happy. We have plenty of cheese, bread, milk, and meat. Yes. So everything is looking really good. Kind of excited to put up a couple of banners at each gate. Would like to put up 2 banners at each gate and then get everybody into... apparently this isn't high priority. Oh, there we go. There we go. And leather, we need to continue that. This guy knows it, so he's doing it. continue to get leather. I know the leather armor is almost outdated, but for now, it's better than nothing. So when the raiders show up and they have armor on, it's probably beneficial to at least be wearing the same amount of protection as they are. Get rid of some of these trees, kind of open up the view a bit, make sure we can spot people coming. Which we never seem to be able to do anyways, so. Do we have a... Okay, we do have one here as well. And we have 10 or 9 knowledge points, and we're just grinding through trying to get to that magic number there. I see a bunch of cows running around. We have low. Okay, let's go ahead and take some of this stuff. For 58, let's go ahead and give her a couple bows. Okay. And we have none of those skins left, so. Okay, we're at 10. Let's go ahead and continue to do these upgrades. Okay, we have upgraded the wall, right? Yes. So let's continue slowly moving our way this way and continuing on with the upgrades. A few at a time. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. Workload's getting a little high, but the crops are getting done, so that's good. As long as we're not sitting at like 250%, I think we should be able to get all the crops done. Especially with our increased population. And we could add more huts here. We'll have to see how that all plays out. We can remove the fireplaces and... Okay, we're not moving any of this stuff. Is this... Okay, just making sure we're not maxed out here on this stuff. I guess it's just not a priority. Which is fine. Doesn't need to be. What does this? Let's see. How many? 26, 26, and 28. We now have enough... I feel like we have enough weapons to supply our population with bows, swords, and shields for defense. So we're going to turn our focus more on these types of things. And just go with that. And this one here, we'll just do... Well, let's see. I guess we can turn all the bones into sickles. I mean, it's better to have too many than not enough. And we really don't have a use for bones right now. Okay, making cheese. Continuing to make cloth and clothing. Everything looking good here. Still have some crops that need to be planted, but we are, if this is all we lack and we're not even halfway through spring, we're doing pretty good. Our tannin is going up for sure because we added in another spot for collection. And we should be able to get all this stuff done. Definitely want that at a high priority, hopefully. Hopefully everybody survives the lightning storm here. Are we doing okay on carts? Carts, 3 and 3, we have 3. So that's good. Another knowledge point for bronze items. Maybe we'll get there for grain. We have plenty of stuff for food. Sounds like somebody just died. This old lady over here chopping stone. We have bronze, you do know. I mean, she must be old. She's still in the Mesolithic era of things, or the Neolithic. She's still. Well, I guess we got polished stuff back here. She's in the Mesolithic era. She's just a old mindset there. Flint can do anything. almost true. So we have some resources here we're picking up. We've got plenty of leather, that's great. We want to go ahead and continue to make leather armor. And bows, and we don't have any more. I think we're good on carts and stuff. We'll just hang tight with all that. A couple more fishing rods. We can sell those for you know, use them for currency. That's what I'm trying to say. There. They already got that one. Okay, and now we're harvesting our pulses. Good job. The hut's going up. We got one more to go, and then we'll put a couple more stone ones on that side. And see how that works. We might end up maybe doing one, and seeing if, I don't know if they can still access these. We might have to just try it out. Trader Gerdock. Let's see. What do we have here? A lot of stuff that we already have. We really don't need any of that. How much tin do we have? Plenty. I'm sorry, sir. We don't need any of your goods today. Not until we get to the next era. Which will probably cost us 500 a piece, would be my guess. I want to say the low ones were like 420 or 390 to buy for this era. I'm assuming it's going to be 500 for that one. Oh, armor there. Let's see if anybody actually wears it. Well, I'm glad to see they're carrying around some defensive stuff. Better to be ready than not be ready. Let's see. Okay. As far as spears go, we have a lot of bronze spears. We're definitely getting away from flint. Only thing I'm really using flint for now is maybe some sickles and some picks. That's about it. Which means we could probably lower our limit down to 10 because it's just not that necessary. Pretty soon we're going to drop our we'll drop the stone down to minimum as well. Bit of a more difficult section here. Can't really see in there. There we go. Alright, get that done, and then we'll just have this corner left. You nestled in here behind a double stone wall. Well, the question is once we get here, we're going to unlock a whole bunch of stuff. Ooh, steel. Okay. So that's cool. What do we want to unlock after this one? I mean, steel would be really great. I'd like to do this one, but I really want to get the reinforcements up because, I mean, in all honesty, we're not going out and doing a lot of attacking. We're in defense mode. So if we could then upgrade all of these things, all of these defensive structures to reinforced, I think that would probably serve the best in our best interest. So okay, let's go ahead and make sure we get all the crops in, and they are, and everything is just going along swimmingly. Yep, so then we have the double gates, so when we go to reinforce a gate, we could reinforce the back one. That way we have a one that we can close in the event of an attack, but then we can upgrade both of them and be double secure. Double. We have some logs here. Let's go ahead and let's put up our defensive palisade here to. Okay, that didn't work. To distract the raiders when they come in and try to get us. All right, three more people joining the settlement. Soon we're going to be at 60. Oh, maybe not. Somebody just croaked. So we have plenty of sickles now, which is good. I just want one for pretty much every adult. That way when harvest season comes, it's a breeze. Gear is continually being made. Our composite bows are made. Let's go ahead and just keep adding those. I mean, low on knives. Good. Good. That gives us something else to make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 13. Good. We'll harvest all these. I feel like we have the people to do it, so let's just do it. That one's already going to be done. Always get these outline ones. You know me. So, we lack warm clothing. Our outfitter, are they making? Let's make that a high priority. The weaver is continually making. We have plenty of cloth? Yes. We have plenty of cloth, so it's just a matter of getting it done. Okay, the workload is super low, so I expect everybody to be out here harvesting. That's just the way it should be. Yeah, I know, we're working on that, buddy. We're going to go ahead and get these. Getting all that linen. Now that we can make all those amazing bows and all the fish traps and all kinds of stuff. Alright, once we finish this wall, I want to go looking for megaliths. I just don't want to overdo it, because you know how that goes. It should be being worked on. Okay, we are already up to our roundhouse here. We are completely upgraded on everything inside the hut, except for these, but we don't have that unlocked yet. We're completely upgraded. So now our capacity is 60. That's a good number. And we are continuing to hopefully have enough straw for the animals. If not, you know what we can do. Yes, we can use them for meat and things like that. Skins. We have plenty of leather now. We're doing well on carts and on plows, yes. So since we have plenty of leather, let's go ahead and put up another... well, how are we doing here? Okay, this is going. I'll go ahead and... I'm going to do this section next for rock wall so we can put up another tower here. I just would hate to put it up and have them not be able to get to it. Let's go ahead and do these 3. Make everybody super happy. Bronze sickles. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. Trader Joe, you got anything cool, man? Or who are you? Zammek. For high? For high, I mean, I would almost say later. Yeah. I mean, we got to buy some stuff. We can turn the wool into cloth and into other things. So we're at 12 on the leather armor. Let's go ahead and get that up to 16. We have plenty of shields and swords. Let's go ahead and do 1 more shield. And 1 more sword. Because I think it makes 2, so we'll get those to 28. Composite bows, we're at 32. Doing really well there. Getting ready to be 36. And it is planting time. Again. Did we get the wall up over here? Yes, they did. Everybody's working very well. Stone area exhausted. Okay, we need to go ahead and find another spot. There was some over here, but let's see if there's anything closer to home. There's some here. So let's go ahead and place one here. See if we can't encompass all those. Yes. Okay. How are we doing over here? Getting there, getting there. We're deconstructed at least. Everybody's super warm and cozy inside of their round houses made out of stones. Uh-oh. Somebody croaked. Yep, there we go. Old man. Okay, we need to go ahead. They are continuing to make leather, so that's good. We're keeping up our leather intake. Our beer is not very high, but let's go ahead and set that to high priority. We have plenty of grain. Our knife situation is under control. Plenty of bronze. Let's go ahead and make a couple more spears. And we're working hard on everything that needs to be done. And doing well. Lots of bones. I guess we'll just sell those for one when the trader shows up. If they show up with anything we need. Because we are fishing efficiently now. I would like to see... I want to see those like fish traps in action. So, or fishing rods or something. That's one thing we have not watched. Oh, wait. Oh. Very nice. That's a fishing rod. I'm assuming it's just, you know, so thin that you can't see it. Which makes sense, because it's fishing line. Makes sense. Okay, so we're done here. Let's go ahead and put up a defensive tower. Of course. Why? Why though? Okay. Whatever. Okay, we are rapidly gaining new people here, so we're probably gonna... Let's see. Do we have enough picks? Well, we have some. Don't seem to be able to ever keep up with the picks. This one's always super busy. Somebody else just died. How are we doing on space? Seems like there's a lot of people dying. Alright, we have at least enough room for 6 more. Good job, everyone. Huts are all upgraded. Brewmaster doing his magic. Rock wall being completed. Trader arriving with probably not much. High prices? No, I mean, I don't even want to bother with it. Doing good on bows. We still have one more sword in the making, yes. Okay, we are rapidly getting up to 20 points. We have 17. And things are going well. Let's see if they can't get this upgraded here. There we go. Okay, so the storm, yes. Hopefully nobody gets zapped. Usually on fast mode, somebody gets zapped. But go ahead and do these a few at a time. Oh gosh, hopefully they can get back here. I didn't think about that. Maybe, hopefully they can get back in that area. I wonder if anybody's ever done like 10 layers of walls and like 10 gates so that nobody can get in and that you just keep surviving. I don't know, but I feel like 2 is pretty good. Got enough plows. Okay, make sure everything's in ship shape in crystal fashion. Card's doing okay. Okay, we survived the winter with 69 straw. That's good. Seems like we're doing things pretty efficiently here now. Up goes the tower. I've even thought about putting another tower, but we should probably focus on the other side a little bit. So let's go ahead and put up one here. Put up one here. Remove this, and then we'll put a platform here. There we go. Grandma's getting it done over there. Put it there. Maybe we can sneak something in there. Lots of stuff to upgrade whenever we get to that point. We have defensive towers all over. That's good. We have plenty of stuff. So go ahead and do a couple more armor. And how did we get the dry skin? That's what I want to know. How? Oh, from the deconstruction rate. Oh, okay. Okay. When we deconstructed that totem, I think it came up. So makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so it looks like they can get back in here. Excellent. We're down to the bare minimum here. Let's go ahead and top everybody off. Make them super excited to get all this wall done. Can we fit another hut in here? Let's see. Yes, we can. And I'm thinking that they can get in and around there. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to move the cart. The cart things, we'll move them over here somewhere out of the way. Only 500 berries? It seems like we've acquired 500 million by this time. Those didn't grow. Our orchards are looking good. Once we get a little bit further along, we'll definitely plant some more orchards. Low? Okay. What do we got here for low? A few logs. A few tin. A little of this, a little of that. Okay. A little bit of raw resources here. Okay, so we are getting going on our walls. Everything is getting harvested. Happy days are here again. And then the raiders show up. We'll probably upgrade this one here in a minute. Just to do it, because why not? 18 knowledge points. Buddy, don't you have anywhere to be? Okay. Looks like they got him back to work. Okay, so I don't really know if we need mud anymore. Maybe we should go ahead and just stop that collection to free up somebody from having to do that. Because we're not doing the mud huts anymore, and if we need some, we'll send them out there to go get a little bit. Okay, great up there. Plenty of meat, plenty of fish, plenty of fruit, plenty of vegetables, plenty of, you know, a little bit of beer. Apparently it's a big hit. Alright, new settlers. Oh man, typical. Oh well. I'd like to move all this stuff and then extend our orchards out this way. Make it a nice happy place. Put these guys here. There. Assuming that one's getting done, yes. Go ahead and get these ones back here. Ready, go. I mean, the workload's not too high, so we're doing pretty good. Whew. It's a long wait to try to get to that Iron Age. It takes forever. Our rock wall is completely done. Okay, so we need to... We'll go ahead and let's cap our limits on stone. Down to, we'll just keep it at 30. Okay, what do you got? Low. So, let's get a few of those. Sell off the last bow here. A few grain. Call it good. So let's go looking for megaliths. 'Cause 1, 2. Ooh. Okay, so there's 4 over here. 4. That's pretty far away. So 4 here, just over the hill. What do we have on this side? It's still pretty far away. Wow. There's 3 more here. Is there anything closer? This is like danger area. Ooh, there's 4 here. Okay. So there's quite a few here close by. I just want to get set up to where we have them. That's pretty far away. Okay. Let's start closer to home first and see. I want to start getting them chipped out. That way when the time comes, we already have them ready to go. Still pretty far away here, but we're just going to have to try it out. Let's see. Go ahead and mine. We'll do one at a time. One at a time, and then we'll have a nice stockpile. Very nice. Ooh, 20. We have enough defensive structures around here to make it 21. Oh my gosh, we're actually making pretty good progress there. 28 and 28. Go ahead and up that. Let's keep making our stuff here. We have plenty of linen, so we could sell these composite bows for items whenever the time comes. I'm hoping to be able to have enough stuff stocked up to where when we get to the Iron Age, we can pretty much just buy our way through it, or at least some of the way through it. Go ahead and get that guy out of here. We have enough. I feel like we have these. They can use these for spirituality. So we'll see what we can do. Can we fit huts here? Let's see. We can. Remove those things. Definitely put a hut here. That fireplace is in the way, but we can. I feel like we can come this way with some huts as well. I don't know how it's going to work here. Should we try it? Let me see how much room we have on the edge here. Yep, well, let's try it. I just want to see if they can easily, like, can they get the carts through here? We'll see. Probably should have made a road through here, but we didn't, so. We have a wall of houses in case the raiders break in. We have a wall. We'll get everybody right here and then quadruple the wall. We have double stone and double house. Okay. No storage slots. That's not a problem I wanted to have. The catchy tunes. Oops. Placing it would create isolated areas. Oh, like the totem? What about there? Yeah, so they need to be able to access the totem there. Okay, here we go again. Oh, there's a few less this time. Maybe. Yeah, there's a few less. Hopefully everybody gets some armor on. Yes. Dude, you need to hurry up. Oh my gosh, that looks great. You need to get some armor, lady. How are we looking? Everybody in? Well, if you're not, by now. Got 2 in every tower. This tower is definitely probably going to get lost this time. Look at all these. We got a bunch of composite bows. I mean, we are basically... Oh yeah. These guys are still in bronze. keep an eye on our guys here. Make sure that everybody gets away that... Okay, okay. Awesome. We didn't even lose a structure. Oh, it wasn't a very big raid, but... What, 2, 4, only 6 people? 7? Did they get through? Alright. Gotta get that warm clothing up. If we ever want to get to 60, we need to make sure we have... Ooh, we have lots of armor now too, so... Good, good. Let's set the limit, honestly. I don't know why I do that. Let's set the limit for armor. Is it set to 100%? 100% of adults. There are currently 42 adults. Awesome, okay. So, let's just make that one continuous until they... No storage slots, we need that done. Everything gets stored on the ground if we don't get it done, so... They didn't get through. They didn't even get close. Up to 55. We're making another hut. We're going to be up to 65. Let's see how we handle getting through this area. Okay, we can still park our carts here. It's probably just more of an inconvenience to have it this close, but... Oh my gosh, we're one away. One away from moving to the next era. I mean, what could they offer for us on the next era? Let's see. Average prices, but we always need that stuff, so... What else can we sell? 20? Well, that's way too much. 15, and we'll take a couple of... whatever. That works. 56. Plenty of room for the carts to get through. Good. Hopefully this gets done soon. Yep, there we go. I'm hoping that the blacksmith will fit right here once we get to that point. And if all else fails, what we can do is push out. We can take this wall out, move it out to here, and then put more huts and just move this stuff out. If we need to continue to grow. Because, I mean, once we get to the Iron Age and we get everything upgraded, there's really not much else to do. So, unless we just want to try to get a max population of 100 or something. You know, that's goals and stuff. Oh, on knives. How many do we need? I guess that many. Okay, we have lots of swords. We got lots of stuff, so we're doing pretty good. I wonder if they're using the fish traps. I'd like to see. I think she was getting water. So we have another skin here. Why? I don't know. Did we... No, we didn't recycle anything, did we? Oh well. We're out of logs, so let's go ahead and come through and cut a bunch of these down. Okay. Really make everybody happy with that workload. So we have enough for 8 more. Do we ever get that megalith? I wonder. I wonder if anybody made the trek way out here. They did. Good job. Okay. That one's pretty far. Let's see if there's any more. These ones are further still. Let's do this one. It's a long ways to travel. That's part of the problem. We'll just do these ones too. We're just chipping them out anyway, so. Shouldn't be too difficult. Well, how many cattle do we have? Let's see. All 3. Well, luckily there's more to be caught if something happens. Trader again. Oh, it seems like we get a lot of traders in. Go ahead and use up all of our bones here, since we don't really need them. And 1. Okay. He didn't die. He's getting better. He's not getting better. He's gonna die. Goodbye. So we have an adult male and an adult male, and that was an old male. So really, oh, here comes a little sneaky guy here. We need another cow. See the one here. It's too big. More sheep. There we go. A young female. We need to watch out for. This guy moving in. Go ahead and take him out. Take him out so he doesn't attack any of the children while they're out harvesting. Lots of pulses. So, starting to see some people like walking in thirsty. Why don't we build? No, not that one. Which one's the well? Let's see. Where's the well? Let's see. I know I'm missing it. There we go. Sorry. Build a well out here for everybody that's out here working. Just to make it easier. Okay, how are we doing on those sickles there? Got lots of flint. And spears. Did we catch the cow? Okay. We'll just have to run out there and grab some more cows. Okay, let's go ahead and make some more tools here. Get those two. Now, where are the cows? I thought we had... Are they really far out, huh? Maybe they moved off. We'll get these two as well. They'll really vex everybody. There's one. Get them ready. If all else fails, we can use them for statues. For beautification. I don't know where the cows went. I guess we'll just have to wait. Oh, dude, we're there, man. We are there. We're ready to do the Iron Age. Who's ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Let's see what we unlocked here. Well, yeah, we see that one. Okay, so we need some new. We have some new mines that we can make here. Iron mine, tin mine, deep iron mine. Build 2 of those. We need a bloomery. A bloomery? Your day has come. Somebody get that tree for me, please? Anybody? Out of the 61 people we have here, is there anybody available to? Yes. Hopefully the trader sticks around. Oh, we can just wait. Hi. Hi? How about no? Okay, so what are we looking at for price here? 12. Okay. So this is almost like another age, but this I was expecting 15. Cool. Well, that's nice. Make it a little bit. What? The wild horse? What is it replaced with? It's got to be some type of horse. Let's build another bloomery. And ooh, the blacksmith. Yes. Oh yeah. Tempted to put 2. Let's see what it does. So this is going to make iron and steel. So here's my question. We can keep making bronze. Or we can... Okay, let's slow down here. We can keep making bronze items, which I think we should as far as tools go. And then we can make steel weapons. What type of steel weapons? Let's see. Nothing here. This is just a metalsmith. So we need this. We need this one to figure out exactly what it is, and we don't have any logs. That's the problem. You know, keeping logs around this place is like not easy. Cut down these spruces here. These ones. Cut down that one. Okay, we need some logs. Let's get this going. I really want to put another. I want to put another hut here, but I think I'm going to take this down and put it. I'm tempted to put them outside now. Sorry, animals. Do you really need to be inside? Yep. Make them stand in the water. Maybe we'll make them. I heard a pup die. Yep. So long, farewell, buddy. Go ahead and recycle all of these. And have them build them outside. Do we have any logs yet? Let's get this done. So, starting to fill up inside, but I think we'll be okay. I think that's pretty much everything. That goes outside. These will be upgrades. Like I said, that'll go probably somewhere snug in here. We'll upgrade those, but other than that, we're pretty much building everything. Everything as far as production goes has been completed. Which is, it's packed in here pretty tight, but... Oh man, dropping. Okay, do we have these recycled? Good. So let's go ahead and place one more residence here. And then, like I said, what I might do is slowly deconstruct these, push out to where it's even here. Build the wall out here, take these pulses down. And then maybe build around the guardian there. Push the walls to where they're even out this way and put more huts so we can have an even 100 people inside of our city. Okay, what do you have here? Stone? I mean, come on, man. Okay, we'll get that. Ooh, I'm glad we got rid of those when we did, because it's not worth anything now. Great. Alright. We're well on our way. We have iron here. We are going up with the new blacksmith here. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Our first blacksmith. Cool. What can it do? Oh yeah. Dadgum. What are the... Harvesting is 3, these are 3 as well, I think. That's gotta be 4, but 3 and 3, so this one's 3 as well. You know, it's kind of, I don't really like that as far as all that goes. It's like everything's the exact same. As far as it's the same as bronze. It's like, come on, man. I mean, at least make it a little bit different. You're next. Get. Okay, so we have wells all over, and that way people aren't having to go wander around and find water. We are planting the crops. Hopefully they better get more people out of here than that. And we have placed our carts and such outside now. I don't think any of the... Go ahead and upgrade that guy. We'll go ahead and do that since it's spring and we have all summer and fall for them to probably not get it done. This is looking cool, dude. Okay. Okay. Did we get anything made here? Nope. So you can leave this game for a little while and come right back and nothing really has happened. Are we upgrading? Yes? Alright, good. We're upgrading. Good job. We have logs. Make sure we have all kinds of... we got plenty of bread. I mean, we have enough population-wise to keep this up. No. Oh, they already... Wow. Chopped them up quick. Okay, so if the horses have gone extinct, then what has replaced the horses? Because, let's get real, we know there was... I mean, we have horses today. There's nothing ancient about them. Feral horses. Okay, so we have one horse and 0 donkeys. So let's go ahead and get at least 2 more. Young male. And this young female. That way we have cattle to pull the plows. We have 2. Oh yeah, we never actually found another cow like we had told them to. And of course, as soon as you select them, they take off running. Let's find another cow here. Maybe we need a female. Yeah, let's just get some females here. Maybe we can up our population of cows to 5 and keep it there. Old male, adult male, maybe. Dude, this guy, thank you for your service, sir. You've been a great cow. Making steel? Are we making anything out of steel yet? Oh no, we have some steel spears now. Good. Good. Okay, so as we're cooking along here, what do we want to do first? I think I'm going to go for this one first. Just because this will give us something to do, a reinforcement in the camp as we progress to the next one where we can upgrade. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we're going to do. Pig. At least we have a steady supply of leather and meat now. The bones we don't really need, but we can pawn those off on some let's let them harvest these. I'm going to take these out. I'm going to go ahead and take these out and then move our wall out so we can make adjustments for more huts. But honestly, that would probably be a good thing to do all the way around. If we could move these, I know we planted all these, I planted these orchards here, but if we could move the walls out and then the gates in, they have to come through and then we can fire on them as they're coming into the gate. But they don't seem to typically do that. Not yet anyways. Probably are going to get worse. We know they're going to come with better weapons now for sure because we're in the next age. Did anybody catch my cows or my horses here? Okay, yes. Alright, good. Let's get these picked up and then we'll move them on out. Hopefully I can build huts here. That'd be annoying if we couldn't. Let's get all these picked up, boys. Come out this way with the wall and then leave a spot. We'll nestle something back in here, but basically leave enough room to where we can put some huts facing this way right here and still have access around. Wall in the guardian here. Alright. Baking. Okay, so here we are with our first one. 350, see, 490. That seems pricey. We'll probably have to wait for low. Just because I'm too cheap to do that. The bronze should be dropping in price would be my guess. Copper's probably worth nothing yet. So we're just gonna have to keep doing bronze and get rid of these. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of bones. Let's get rid of those. Sucker. Take all the old bones. Right. Pear tree, you've been trusty, but I guess we'll leave you for now. Let's get this picked up. Do we have enough parts to do this with? Okay, yes we do. But we only have a... Ooh, look at all these people coming to join. Oh snap. I think I've... Whiter than white running around. We must be wearing the winter clothes all the time. So we have wild donkeys, but we already said that it would be better just to have the horses because they can do both. Let's make everybody dizzy. Horses. Let's go ahead and do that. See? 5 people. Boom. Or was it 4? Yep, no 5. Excellent. You don't have any light clothing. I know. Oh, I know. Some composite bows. We still have a lot of those. Let's go ahead and make those. We can use them to buy technology and fishing rods and those. Keep making tools out of these. No, not those. I guess. Use the bronze for tools. Okay. We don't want to plant these. Let's go ahead and delete these. Probably ought to take that one out too. I wonder if I can fit one right in there. We'll try it. Cool. Alright, that works. So we'll build this and then we'll take that down. And move these out. Just these ones. Move these. Oops. Oh, I wonder if the gates are really going to close. They should. They kind of close in funky ways. Maybe we can move it up a bit. Oh well, we'll get that going. Oh, 10 megaliths. Alright. We've got 10 megaliths mined out there in the wilderness. So we'll see how that cairn works out for us. That's good job, guys. Good job. Everybody doing a great job. Expanding. Somebody just croaked, but so I think this is what's holding us up here. It said if I placed that wall there, it would create an isolated area. So I'll wait, and then I'll take down that piece of the wall. Average again. Just for funsies here. Now, how much can we sell? 20. Go ahead and do one more of each. Make it an even 45. Raw resources. Oh man, we're getting close to our 12. Then the work's gonna start all over again. Anybody getting that one? Yeah. There goes the wall. Yep. No, you go. Oh, she's dead. she the only one out there? Oh my gosh. Might lose a couple. Okay, hold on. I was hoping that they would get in the gate. Okay, we lost at least 2 people. This one here. One more shot. After. Yes. That's right. Well, we did lose some people. It looks like we lost at least 2. These ladies got caught outside. Over here. They got caught outside. But you know what? In revenge, we killed every single raider. So take that. We have room for 9 more. So we were up to 65. I don't know if we lost some older people or if we did we lose 4 people during that raid. I don't know. Not sure. Well, let's go ahead and since we destroyed some of these crops, let's go ahead and build a few more. So what do we have here? We have lentils. We have peas. We have the bitter and lentils, so we need maybe some chickpeas. Okay, doesn't work there. And maybe some more bitter. Upgrade those two. Okay. Maybe we can get those planted. I just wanted to replace what we took down. Okay, so we know that it's not... I guess we'll wait till all this is done and say, is this gate shut? Probably leave that one there and move one here, put a platform in between and make 3 towers. And then place huts here and then more defenses this way. Alright, well we're back up to 65, that's good. Lots of crops to be planted. And we're going to get rid of that one. I think it's about time we cleared this completely out. And then we'll place another one further out. Yeah. We'll do it, but we'll do it further out here. Maybe even do 2. Just for funsies. Okay. So we need 2 of these, 1 and 1. Okay, we survived the winter. Let's see how much of this wall we got done. I like this shield, guys. Let's pick this up. We don't have those yet. Sweet. This is looking good. Oh, average Joe here. Okay, so but we just got done. Ooh, nice. Close. We just got done. Oh, those aren't worth anything. We may as well keep them. With our raider attack, so that'll work. Oh yeah. So now we need a bunch more of these. Composite bows. Good. Awesome. Okay, so now we can upgrade these, so go ahead and do that. Well, that's handy. This one's not working out so well with this wall here. We'll create a spot here, see how this works defensively. Alright. Kind of leave this as a nook for the Guardian. Okay. Well, we survived the winter. We have plenty of straw. Are we deconstructing here? We are. Oh, apparently I tried to pick that one. Apparently we did this one. So we're deconstructing. And then we're going to do the Stattlestone. And are we getting these done? We need another cart here, so hopefully they get those things done soon. And we'll go ahead and just make another plow just to have 4. Yeah, I feel like this one's going slightly faster. Alright. I don't know if I really wanted to do that because of I mean, do we need 4 if we're going to upgrade them? So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We have a bunch of stuff here. Probably going to need more warehouses. Probably ought to tuck some back here. Let's watch and see. Oh man, we're kicking butt on the armor. Probably need some more shields. We could definitely use some more of those. Use up the armor or the leather that we have. We don't want that to deteriorate, and then they'll make some more. Watch these go up. Maybe. Well. Yeah, I want this done. Oh, those stupid chickpeas. We just planted those too. Way to be a letdown. Okay, one more rock. One more rock. comes the trader again. We'll just get some of the raw resources this time. I mean, I see that, but we don't. First of all, we don't need it right away. And second of all, I'd like to catch some low prices. One more rock, guys? Anybody got a rock? There he comes. No? I'm gonna watch these. I want to watch it go up, but I think they're... I don't know which one they're going to get done first. No human. Good. One rock, guys. One rock. Oh, good grief. I know that. That seems we got a lot of crap. Oh, but we don't want these in here. And we don't want food in here. Oh. Okay, so I see we're kind of low on stone here. Make sure we have enough little harvest points. Okay. Let's watch how this goes up here. Cool. Maybe to keep the animals out? That makes a lot of sense. Cool, dude. That looks nice. Digging it. Nice. I'm assuming that, like I said, the animals can't climb up those stones because they like mice and stuff, so that would make sense that they would last longer. Okay, so we have multiple spots here. We don't want food or resources in these, so get these out of here. Create some more spots for us. Get the food out of here. Okay. This is questionable, guys. Alright, plenty of leather. Ready to put up some defensive towers if they can get this wall done. Okay, they're building that one. Go ahead and upgrade all of these, whatever. We need the storage spots. We'll probably end up having to build another storage spot out here. Or maybe right here. Alright, how are we doing on everything for harvest? They get all the steel stuff done. Oops. Let's keep building those. I mean, it's we want steel, but here we are. We have bronze, so we may as well. Keep building all those things. How are we doing on carts? 2 carts. 3 plows. Do 4 plows. All this stuff keeps breaking. Go ahead and build another one of these just in case there's more. Copper mine exhausted. Okay. There's one over there. See if there's anything relatively. That's pretty close. There's one there. There's one here. Okay, well, it's not too far. Go ahead and just build 2 while we're at it. How's the tin mine doing? Pretty good. Looking good, and we do have enough knowledge points to go ahead and upgrade. Let's get this wall done first, though. And the ever-present log shortage. Those trees are kind of small. We'll start going out here. Give everybody something to do after the harvest. Can we plant another bit of... Not really, but I was hoping to take that spot. Now, it's funny that this closes. Sorry guys, didn't mean to deny you access then. Hi. I can't catch a break in this one. Nah. I know we can upgrade. I want to get this done first. And then we should start. None of this stuff's done yet. We have plenty of armor now, that's good. I want to turn that one bone into a harpoon there. Plenty of straw. And here we are at winter. Good, we got this planted at the right time though. Get some logs here. Now, I was going to say, what we need to probably do, as I took this down, go ahead and take it up a bit. Since we seem to be struggling with, it's not a storage issue, is it? No. No, it's not. It's just a lack of something. Shields. We'll make some more of them. That way everybody's protected. Okay. How many plows do we have? 3? I could have swore we had... Yeah, we just don't have this. Probably could use another workshop, but that's alright. Oh, you know why those aren't done? They can't get to them. But these aren't either, so hey, what the heck, man. Create a little access spot here for them to get through. Some of your people have no warm clothing. Well, we have plenty of cloth and wool and all that stuff, so it's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and up the limits there of cloth, because we have plenty of... let's keep it at 50. We have plenty of this stuff. Linen and wool. We can use that as more of a refined product. Are we low on food? Are we really? Maybe, but you know what we can do? We can just up our limits of bread, which I have at 10. Up the limits of fish to 20. We're good. What? There's food to be had, yo. And plenty of it. Low, and of course they come with no... Oh no, we don't want that. And of course they come with no knowledge points, but that's okay. We'll just sell them some leather armor, some... do we not have any bows? There. Composite bows, and we're already over, so... Take one of those back. Oh no. What are we doing on this wall? Okay, so they're starting to create a spot here. We'll see if we can't get it all completed. Low on food, we are not. This guy's such drama. We have grain like crazy. Go drink a beer. Go drink a beer, then chill out. Cool it, bro. Now we can hopefully finish this wall. We'll start adding our defensive structures. Oh no, but we want to upgrade this. So let's go ahead and do this one. Since we have the points. And now we're going to start building. Ooh, they take steel. Ooh. Guard towers. Okay. That's cool. I like that. Okay, cool. They finished the wall. I want all the walls prioritized though. Gonna be a little bit high, but that's just the way it goes. Cool. So we're gonna. I wonder if we should do the same thing over here. So what if we could push it up to this way, and just to create like some points where they have to come in. Like I'll put a platform there or something. I'll probably put a tower here and a platform so that as they're right there, they're just shooting at them. Okay, how are we doing on animals? 3 horses and 1 cow. Okay, was it that old female we had? I guess the old males died. I really don't know why they don't repopulate. We'll just go catch them all. Donkeys. Bison. Moo cows. Okay. And we had how many horses? 3. And what my limit is for horses. Horses is set to 3, so let's... I guess we could take it to 5. We'll just see how we deal with that. exposing more people to natural elements. This log is kind of hard to keep up with. I know I could just set them to keep cutting them all down, but I'm too cheap for that. I want to collect the tannin too. So then they're like, why is the workload so high? It's all good. Start taking these down. Alright, so our bread's going up. And what is our limit on flour? 15 and 20. I mean, apparently they don't know how to count. Cart? Did they ever build a cart for me? 2 carts? Let's go ahead and do 2. And continuing on here, making sure our tools are getting made. We don't want that. You better not be high. You better be low. Complex megaliths. So what is a high price? Let's see. 500? Let's see if we can swing it. I mean, we've got lots of linen and such. Ooh, nice. Let's take one back. Oh, let's go with some grain. Get out of here with your high prices. Okay, no light clothing. We have linen though, and we have plenty of this stuff, so I think we're okay. It's the logs that are kind of difficult. Holy heck! Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Dude. Dude, you need to get your bahunkus in here. See if someone will go after that wall. Is everybody in? Can you hurry? Oh my gosh, this guy. Well, old man, I told you to get. Good, see, their forces are split. Oh my gosh, how are these old people? How are these people still outside? Okay, so we're gonna rebuild that wall for sure because it splits their forces like the dummies that they are. Where were these people? Well, that was a pretty big raid. Wow. Well, hopefully we got some cool stuff out of that. Now I want to build reinforced gates here. Well, yeah, the workload is too high. That's just how the raiders work. Okay, so we'll start replacing the stuff that's being destroyed by raiders with things that are... Yeah. I wonder how... That's funny. They must have been out there, way out there, harvesting or something. I don't know. No idea. I know I had one on over here. I know the workload's high, but good grief, man. All the sickles are getting worn out. There we go. We need like another 7 people to join the colony here. Alright, there comes our first guard tower. Cool. Hopefully that'll help. Hopefully that'll help. Well, looks like we got most of the crops harvested anyways. That's good. I don't know if we'll have enough time to go out there and grab those. Yeah, that was a massive raid. This needs to be of high importance here. Just like this wall here. And this one. That's good. Can't select it. There we go. Getting all this stuff done on this side. They ought to come in from over here next time. Average. I mean, we still don't even have enough stuff to sell back, so we're just gonna... We'll just take some of the normal stuff here. have a bunch of grain, so we'll just kind of get some of that away. Yeah, once we get all these, if we had gotten all these things done, how many plows do we have? 3 still. Always need something here. They don't do this very fast, so. Go ahead and put a reinforced one here, and then another guard tower in the middle. Maybe even 2. Yep. Yeah, that workload's high, man. We need to get some more people in here. Okay. The real question is why don't we have stone? We have picks as our area is exhausted. Are our areas exhausted? There we go. Let's go ahead and put another one. I don't see one out here. We're gonna put 2 people on that one. And 2 people on this one. I just wish they'd get the gates done. Lots of things. I don't know, those raiders kind of messed us up. I don't think we're going to get these crops done. But we are going to rebuild this wall this summer. There we go. Finally. Good. Another one going up. Good. Needed to get those ones done. Cool. We'll do that times 2. Wow, I missed out all the crops. Yeah, I know. Workload was too high. I got too excited with all these defensive structures. Let's just go ahead and cancel them for now. Really use some more folk spout now. Okay. 5, 0, 4, 10. Okay, good. Well, I think we're doing pretty good on the animal situation. Getting our second guard tower up. Hopefully they can get that done and get the crops in. Okay, it would appear that the wall is done. With the exception of this corner. But they can't reach it, so they're having to take these down. Low. Alright, cool. Well, let's figure out what we can do here. Still kind of expensive, but we can try to swing it. Get rid of all our cloth here. Is that a oh, steel spear? We don't want that. Get rid of some of these. Oh, not that many. And then top them off on grain. Woo. Okay, so how do we make these into a deep mine? 20 logs? Oh my gosh. I mean, let's get real. We can barely keep logs enough to supply what we need. Let's just chill out and let it go for a little bit. So it looks like we finally got some carts going. Gotta let this even out here. Good, good. Almost there. New humans. One more. Thank you. Okay, so we have gotten this down. So he's going to get that going. And then we're going to put up some defensive structures here. Just needs to be built. Okay. It's slow going when it comes to this stuff. But we're almost ready for another knowledge point. What do we want to unlock next? Probably steel making would be excellent, but we should probably do something like this. So we can make better armor. We'll see. Keep making bows there. I'm just waiting for this guy to finish up. Go inside the walls. Okay, so now we want to put another defensive structure. We're gonna leave all this stuff up until we get this, everything upgraded. Plenty of steel. Let's keep that going continuously. Or iron, anyways. Little bellows. That's kind of fun. Looks like they figured out how to use bellows. Cool. All this wool sitting here ready to be used. Plenty of leather. I want to go ahead and put these up so we know where they're going to go. Oops. One right there. And then, yes, that's cool. I'm going to use all the iron that we have for now to upgrade defenses because it's not really beneficial to use it for these things. Cool. See, now they have to come in right here and attack the gates. We could even probably put another gate right here and make a boom, boom, boom. They can't, and they'll just be, unless they decide to attack through the walls or something. Let's piss everybody off and cut down some more trees. Cut that one down there. Anything closer to home here? Oh no, these ones are all little ones here. Yeah, we'll get some more. Leave the workload relatively low so everything gets accomplished. Well, they're cooking along on this stuff. Average. Okay. Pawn off all the old bones on that guy. Kind of wish we could do like double stack the walls here. So I think we have enough room for 10 more people here, or no, just 5. But still, it would be helpful to have those 5. Uh-oh. Watch out, Fido. The bears. Oh, these are pretty good. Where are you going? Good stone. Okay. Start getting some of these trees, man. We're using all of our logs. Okay. Speed it all up, get all the crops in, and we'll hopefully we get some of these defensive structures up. All we need is some logs now. That's kind of what we're waiting on. Good. We need all the humans we can get. Steel, steel. Let's get a move on. Well, we need charcoal too, and that's probably what's using most of the logs. Kind of wish that if I selected like one birch tree and then double clicked it, it would give me all the birch trees. But it gives me all the trees, and like I don't want to cut down the oaks. Oh well. The trader's always coming around. Anything? Let's see. Definitely take these ones. Normally I wouldn't buy that kind of stuff, but we need it for upgrading purposes. So, don't do that, guys, but I am. Goat, 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 sheep, and a pig. It's one too many. Okay, so now we have a bunch of steel that we can use to keep going with these upgrades. Since that's, well, I say that's what we're waiting on. Really, we're just waiting on logs. Give me all your pines. Okay, how are we doing on sickles and axes and picks? Everything's looking relatively good. Lots of bronze, so let's go ahead and keep doing that. And we're going to go ahead and shut these down. Since they're just using charcoal and copper anyways, and we can use charcoal and copper on the iron. We're getting close, though, to probably calling it a day. I mean, it's getting kind of to be a long episode here. But we're going to go ahead and do the reinforced shields. Yep. Reinforced shields, which unlocks it right here, which also takes iron. So, we're going to just have to hang tight and get some logs for some wood and charcoal. Just keep chopping down logs out here. Trees. Pretty soon we'll have everything cut down around here. Necessary though, necessary for this guy. One raspberry. Now that is a defensive wall right there, if I say so myself. But we're not done. Oh no, we're not done. So we're at low prices. We need the charcoal. Get rid of some of this little stuff. And man, and with so much stuff, it's kind of like, well, what do you want to get rid of? That works. And so we're just going to keep the bows coming in. Still sitting at 4 and 4. Go ahead and put those in the works to make 5 because we seem to run out pretty quickly. There. And then we wanted to put some more huts in here. probably like this. And then have enough room back here for something else. Leave some room here so they can get by. I guess I could put it right up against there. But we're not even capped yet, so we'll just have to wait. Plenty of stuff. Getting all the logs in. Still have stuff waiting to be chopped down out here. We can get around to it, I guess. Workload's high, but that's because we didn't get any of those logs chopped. Do these take copper? They don't. So I almost feel like we could just like max our copper out for now to 15 and then just call it good for now. Since we don't really need it. I mean, we need iron, so. Well, I tell you what, if they attack right here, these guys are donezo. Go ahead and upgrade those. Oh, nice. We got all the crops done. Cool. Excellent. I want to upgrade at least the outer gates, and then we'll upgrade the inner gates as well. Well, what'd you do that for? Because our cap is 5. Take this little guy out of here. Alright, so we're back in logs and sticks. That's good. We needed those logs. Just in time for harvest season. Alright. Well, looks like we are probably going to be calling it quits here for now. We've gotten to the Iron Age, which took forever because it's 25 to unlock it. And we still have another 4 items to unlock. Oh, we have the cairn. Let's look at that real quick. I want to see if we can set that here. Ooh, it takes 4 megaliths. That's it? Oh man, I was expecting something crazy. Ooh, we can set it here. Kind of want it out. Right there. Let's see. I mean, it fits right here. It just doesn't look very good. So right there it fits. Okay. Cool. Well, this next episode we're definitely going to be working on that. But we have upgraded a ton in this episode. I mean, we are upgrading our gates, we are upgrading our watchtowers, and we survived like a, I don't even know, 15-person raid. Advanced to the Iron Age, we have gotten all these different things unlocked. We still like hydropower, not too excited about that one. That will probably be the last one because we don't need it. Steel making, mail, and baking next time for sure. But we're getting there. We are almost done with all of the upgrades that we can do in Dawn of Man. So yeah, probably do more stuff like this next time. maybe create some more reinforcements. But we are already reinforcing all of our gates and making a civilization that will survive and thrive. But I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate the support of the channel. Like and subscribe if you appreciate this content, if you like this game, or if you just want to, be nice. But like and subscribe, and we'll come back again tomorrow with another episode of Dawn of Man. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks. Bye.